Hello, Eddie Smith here today. Just been listening to poor old Theresa May falling apart, or poor government, and everything I said on my previous videos are coming true. If only I could talk to somebody that was an MP. You see, a few years ago, the MP for South East Cornwall was Colin Breed, and when he retired, I never even saw the other person, whoever she is, the twat Tory that people put in. Only I slipped up at the election this time, because I voted Lib Dem, because I didn't want the bloody Tories to win it. And what happened? Labour came second and Lib Dem came third. It's possible that all us Labour supporters had voted Labour instead of Lib Dem, she wouldn't have got in. Anyway, this simple thing, all the arguments they're going on, shouting at each other, they haven't got a clue. My mother was a better chancellor than the idiots that's running this country, and I'm not just referring to the present ones. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you realise it, but I'm nearly 80. I'm 79 going on 80. But people see me and they think I'm 50-ish. I got full head of hair. You may think that I got a receding hairline, but that is not. That is a high forehead because I got a bloody great big brain. And if you look at the videos, the 8mm films that were filmed in the 50s where you see me, if you click on Teddy Boy Eddy, I was 21 when I was playing around with that guitar. And talking about guitars, I'm the same age as Dwayne Eddy within 3 or 4 days. So, there you go. And I can't get anybody to listen to me. I've joined the Labour Party to see if I can get to talk to somebody with a bit of sense, because this latest thing is so stupid, and the cure is so bloody simple. All you do is reverse what you're doing now. You won't have to mess around with phone calls or anything. You put the onus on the job centre or the whoever's doing it to prove that somebody isn't entitled to the benefit. When somebody comes in really desperate and needs money because they've got can't buy food for their kids or whatever, they should get all the benefits they are entitled to immediately. And if they can't be done immediately, they should have a small amount to tide them over until they get them. And then, once you know that the person's genuine, you pay them the full wage. And if there is somebody who's a bit of a crook and conned you, like this multi-millionaire landlord that claiming housing benefit, and he owns all the bloody houses. No, you pay the person that for the money that they would be entitled to, and if they're not entitled to it, then you stop paying it and you take it back from the later payments. Not all at once, obviously, because that's just as bad, but you take it back a bit at a time. Now they're saying, oh, it's so easy to defraud. Well, if it is, the bloody idiots that are running the country aren't much good, because it's very difficult, because you pay this money into a bank account. Now, I don't know if you know any of the laws or whatnot about bank accounts, but if there's fraud involved, the bank has got to pay you the money back, which is a great idea, because if the bank goes bust, you don't bail them out, you wait till the share price is worth next to nothing, buy up over 50%, nationalised. You have a shareholder that's higher than the rest of them put together, and you can still keep the same staff, but private companies, none of them can do the job cheaper without cutting corners. I refer to, is it Grenfell Towers? Oh, I think that must be a real claw in somebody's throat, because I think there could very well be people up for culpable homicide, because if you do commit a felony, and because of that felony somebody dies, that is murder. So beware, councillors at Grenfell Towers. I think there must have been backhanders left, right and centre for him to get it anyway. But this was meant to be just to put you right on this here universal credit. Now, I'm one of the lucky ones, you see, because they can't put me on it. But I'd be willing to go on it if they set the benefits as they are now. Now, because I had to fight Margaret Thatcher in 1984, yeah, you know what 1984 was, don't you? George Orwell. Anyway, she stopped all my benefits. Oh, I ain't entitled to them, despite the fact that it was a surgeon's letter stating my spine was inoperable because it was in too many joints. Now, if any of you had seen me doing Elvis, you'd hardly believe that, would you? You'd think that I was a fraud. Well, that is not the case, because every so often I had to stop. I can't. I'm so bad now that, well, it's over 5 minutes now on the what's it, and it's starting to hurt already. After 10 minutes, I have to give up. Anyway, that's it. And I told you what to do if you can't get your money. Get on that phone. Don't bother to blooming well listen to see when you get through to somebody, because it'll take you half an hour to get through for sure. It took me 20 minutes to get through to the doctors, which is 2 miles away. Charge a quid. Quid may not be much money to people, but for a local telephone call, which would normally be 1.8p, it is a lot of money. And who's conning you? Privatised companies. Now, I would put prices on electric, gas, oil, and that, and I would stop them from putting them up. And if they come out with an offer of, say, only 10p to join us now and you can have it a 12-month contract, 10p a minute, I would bring out a law that says if you do that, everybody that's getting their gas, electric or what's it from you pays the same. And then there'd be only one competition, the actual price, which you could, if you changed it, that was an increase. Everybody got the same increase. Not like at the moment, the richer you are, the cheaper it is. The more you use, the cheaper it is. You think that's good for the environment? Not me. I'd have it the other way round. If you use less than 1,000 units a quarter, you get a rebate. If you use more, you get a thumping great big extra bill. That's the way to run the environment. I'm nearly 80, and saving the environment doesn't give a shit to me, does it? Because I ain't get, it takes 30 years before I'd be 110. Well, you never know, I might still be around. Anyway, I'm really starting to hurt now. I'm going to have to close. I don't know if any of you enjoy my talks. I don't know what not. I do get a few views, but I got so many videos. I passed the 400 mark now for videos. But I've been having messages saying videos been deleted, been removed. Well, I've removed nothing. So if you know how to tell YouTube this, I've renewed nothing. So the only things I remove are faulty videos. That's duplicates, and I can't remove them. Sticks up, duplicate. I took one off yesterday, this morning, because the blasted, there was no, I'm talking and there's no sound. I'm talking like I'm talking now, and the computer said we got to stop recording now, so it stopped. And then I started off on a new, press the start button again, but no bloody sound on it when I put it up on the web. So you only got part 1, you didn't get part 2. But that didn't matter, because all you had to do was watch the previous videos I'd made about 3D and about the budget. The big problem is, I don't know if you remember, I ran my own business. I worked for myself. I ran a TV shop, and people used to come in to me. I had a TV, and it was old, and I sort of patched it up, and I put it on sale price 30 quid. This is a 21-inch colour, and this people came in and they said, why are you selling it for that? I said, well, I know it's not that brilliant, it's not up to my standard, but for 30 quid I guarantee that it will do more than 30 quid's worth of rental if you rent off somebody. You won't believe it, but 2 years later they came back with a set. I said, oh, you still got it? Yeah, she said. I said, no. They wanted me to repair it. I said, you sure? So I at that time I had a fixed charge of £15 plus any parts, and I repaired it, and the parts were peanuts, so I just charged them £15. They didn't come back again, so I don't know why that was, but it was working fine when it left. But they knew. I mean, £15 in those days was 2 months' rent if you went into radio rentals, so work that out. Anyway, I gotta say goodbye. I'm in too much pain now. I don't know if you know it. My final Everest performance, I was in agony all the way through. They say that brings out the best. I don't know, but the camera work was rubbish. Goodbye. Don't forget Elso Films. Pass me on to your friends, please. Goodbye.